Welcome back, disgruntled sports fans. Another year of fake phony football is in the books. And now there is only one last breakdown left to do. So without further ado, let's do this. So here we are, it's the Super Bowl. We've all been waiting for this stupid game to put us into a stupor. And they got none other than tattoo-faced crackhead Post Malone to sing America the Beautiful. I mean, who doesn't love a sellout pop star with silver teeth and ugly tattoos all over his face? I mean, any individual who gets tattoos like that on their face, you know that's an individual that definitely makes really good impulse decisions. Definitely nothing that's not awesome about sellout celebrities like this guy. So not only does the NFL have Post Malone sing America the Beautiful before the game starts, they give him his own cutaway where he holds some product placement right in front of millions and millions of people, and he makes sure to hold the label where everyone can see it. Apparently, it's cool to drink Bud Light again because Post Malone likes it. See? Look how much he likes Bud Light! Oh, what's that? What's that hand sign you're making? Oh, and he likes to throw up the devil horns while he drinks Bud Light in front of the camera at the Super Bowl. How convenient for the NFL and Bud Light. Oh, and get this. The lady doing the sign language interpretation for Post Malone, her name is Angel. And what does Angel do? She throws up the devil horns as well. It was a star-studded affair at the Super Bowl, as usual. You got celebs like Blake Shelton and the imposter Gwen Stefani. I mean, come on, guys. That doesn't even look like the original Gwen Stefani. How does anyone actually believe that that's the same Gwen that we started with? And here we have Jay-Z and Beyonce. Same deal. Who is that? You're telling me that's the same Beyonce that we started with? Something that doesn't look like the old Beyonce at all? Come on, guys. Do we really think that this is the original Beyonce? Am I the only one that notices these imposters are getting worse and worse? Okay, so this is what Beyonce looks like now. And everyone's just going to pretend like that's the same Beyonce. Okay. And of course, who could forget the most famous celebrity in the entire building? Of course, it's Tay-Tay. All right. Enough about the fake, phony, sellout celebrities. Let's break down this fake, phony football game, shall we? So we got a big play from the Chiefs, and I'll show you some really scripted, phony-looking stuff about this play. So you'll see Mahomes has perfect protection all day in the pocket to throw. So it's as if the 49ers pass rush just doesn't even exist on a play like this. Not only that, Patrick Mahomes lobs the ball up into double coverage. So this should be picked off, at the very minimum swatted away. But you'll see right here, this 49ers player purposely puts himself out of position, doesn't look at the ball. See, this guy right here, he's like purposely not paying attention to the ball and purposely not covering his man. And then the guy behind him, he's just going to chill and let the ball go right into his hands. So when you see two defenders who, if they were playing for real, would have either swatted it away or one of them would have intercepted it. The fact that it goes right into his hands just lets you know the whole thing is fake, phony, and pretend. All the players are in on it. Every single one. And so it looks like at this point the Chiefs are about to score, but not so fast. So the very next play, the Chiefs run it on 1st and goal, and we have a scripted fumble. You can tell he's fumbling on purpose. Niners recover. So now we fast forward several minutes and a few possessions later, and we have the most scripted play of the game, in my opinion. It's the 49ers' first touchdown, and it's a trick play. You'll see the Chiefs guys make sure to not break up this pass attempt. They make sure to not get there too early. Make sure to let him throw the ball. McCaffrey's standing there waiting on it, and you'll see this Chiefs defender back here makes sure not to get there too early and break up the pass play. Make sure to let Christian McCaffrey catch the ball. Once he's caught the ball, then he pretends to slip and doesn't make any effort to make a tackle. Number 56 is within reaching distance of McCaffrey. He can dive at him right now, but instead he lets McCaffrey run right on by. And then once McCaffrey is out of reach, that's when he swipes at nothing and falls on the ground. So when he was within reach, he didn't make a swipe. Once McCaffrey is out of reach is when he makes the swipe attempt at the air and goes down to the ground. And then, of course, McCaffrey takes it all the way to the house. And like I said, that, in my opinion, was the most rigged scripted play of the entire fake phony ball game. So we roll into halftime, and the score is 10-3, 49ers up by a touchdown. And then Usher proceeds to put on literally the sweatiest halftime show of all time. Have you ever seen a man sweat as much as Usher? Holy cow. So to start the second half, the NFL script writers have the Chiefs look super terrible with their opening second half possession. They do some ridiculous stuff like mishandle a simple pitchback attempt. We're going to pretend catching a pitchback toss from like 4 yards away is too difficult. Oh, yeah, right. So they script the Chiefs to purposely start looking terrible to make it look like the 49ers are going to run away with this game easily. And they do this to influence the live betting. You can imagine the amount of money that starts to trickle in on the live bets when plays like this happen. And this next play only further proves my point. This is where the live betting trap really comes into play. 3rd down and 12. Chiefs are losing. Mahomes hesitates and throws it into double coverage where his man doesn't even have a chance. Looks like he's throwing it right to the 49ers because he is. He's purposely throwing it right to the 49ers. Make no mistakes about it. That was a purposely intended interception meant to go to the 49ers. This influences the live betting. I'll bet you on a play like that, an interception right there while the 49ers are already up 7. You could influence a ton of live bets to come in on the 49ers. You could probably even get Chiefs bettors to start cashing out on their bets or hedging against their own bets after seeing something like that. Well, take me down to the Muff Punks City where the returners are really freaking shitty. Oh, won't you please muff this punt? Yeah. So now the Chiefs are set up in the red zone, ready to score and take the lead. And the 49er defense, who was playing great at the beginning of the second half, well, now they don't even know how to perform a simple coverage anymore. You got all these 49ers dudes like not covering anyone. You got a guy just standing here, just jumping up, trying to swat a ball that's easily thrown right over his head. Oh, and look, you got a Chiefs guy by himself in the end zone. Nobody chose to cover him. This is where fanboys say, bro, it's called zone coverage. You're supposed to let guys get wide open and score when you play zone coverage. That's why it's called zone coverage, because you just purposely let dudes score. Don't you know anything about zone coverage? Duh. So after the Chiefs take the lead, the 49ers march right down the field and take the lead right back. So, small pass over the middle here, and you'll see Chiefs defenders purposely let him into the end zone. They're not trying their hardest to stop him. See, guy right there, he was just holding on to his waist, and then he just lets go. And then this defender right here, he's not coming in like a bulldozer trying to stop him from getting into the end zone. Instead, he reaches out and grabs his legs. Lets him turn and get right in, no problem. So Chiefs let the Niners score and take the lead back. And then we get the scripted extra point attempt being blocked to keep it on a key number of 3 points. And 3 was the theme of this game. I'll get more into it once I'm finished with all of the plays. But instead of the Niners going up by 4 points, it's blocked, of course. So it remains only a field goal lead. So the 49ers were unable to hang on to their 3-point lead. The Chiefs tie the game up with just a few seconds left and send the Super Bowl into overtime. So now we're in overtime. The 49ers won the toss and they chose to take the ball first. And they begin a long, lengthy drive down the field. This one right here features an extra fake phony tackle attempt on the little white running back who can never be stopped, Christian McCaffrey. Watch the attempt made by this Chiefs player right here. So McCaffrey, I would argue, is within reach. So why isn't the Chiefs defender just trying to push him out of bounds? You know, dive forward, nail him in the shoulder pad, and shove him out of bounds right there at the marker. But instead, he lets him go running past. And then, of course, once he's out of range, that's when they swipe at the air and land on their face. Textbook NFL missed tackle. So the 49ers go running right on down the field, and it's looking like they're going to take this overtime possession into the end zone. But wait! The Niners end up running into a little trouble in the red zone, and they're unable to get the touchdown. Brock Purdy running backwards, throwing off of his back foot. Terrible form. Even a third-string high school quarterback knows not to do that. This ball has no chance to get to anyone. Didn't even give his man a chance to make a play. So the 49ers have to settle for a field goal. And this is where that extra point that they missed really rears its ugly head. So the Chiefs take over possession, and they have an opportunity to win the Super Bowl if they score a touchdown. And you'll see the blitz package from the Niners, which is easily picked up, which will leave more than one guy wide open if you're going to blitz that many. And of course, Patrick Mahomes finds a guy short of the line of scrimmage, and it looks like a few Niners might have a chance to get there and stop him short. But no, they purposely take the wrong angle, purposely wave their arms around and don't even try and make a tackle attempt. Purposely let the Chiefs player run right on by and easily get a first down. And here we have the super scripted, fake and phony QB sneak by Pat Mahomes. And you'll see the 49ers players purposely let him go running right on by. 49ers player right here. You have him within reach. Why not dive right now and grab him around the waist? Instead, he waits until he's out of reach, sticks one arm out, and doesn't even try and make any sort of tackle attempt. Are you calling that an actual tackle attempt? Come on. Anyone who's watching this right now, this is the Super Bowl in overtime. The game is on the line. You cannot let the Chiefs score, and that's the sort of attempt that you're making at Patrick Mahomes. Not just him. Let's see this other player's attempt. Lets him run right on by. Number 33, same deal, dives and whiffs. Like swiping at nothing. So then Mahomes finally goes down, but now they're knocking on the door of the end zone, one play away from winning this game. And of course, that brings us to the final play of the game. Final play of the whole season. The last fake, phony play I'm going to break down until September. Number 33, oddly enough, 33, leaves his man wide open for an easy cupcake Super Bowl winning touchdown. And that's it. With 3 seconds left to go. Left wide open by number 33. Number 12, if you add 1 and 2 together, you get the number 3. And that's not all. And the Chiefs win this Super Bowl by 3 points. Patrick Mahomes wins his 3rd NFL championship by throwing a 3-yard pass to win the Super Bowl. He also threw for 333 yards. And of course, the address of the Super Bowl location, 3333 Al Davis Way. It's all just a big coincidence. All those 3s and 33s all just happen to line up perfectly. Nothing but a big, giant coincidence. And finally, last but certainly not least, the Golden Boy celebrates his make-believe Disney-made championship by celebrating in none other than Disneyland with Mickey and Minnie Mouse, of course. A lot of people have figured out the NFL is fake, phony, rigged, and scripted, so they're going to lose a lot of fans going into next season. So the NFL has to create new fans. So they're going to go after the kids who haven't figured out that it's scripted, fake, and phony. Much like Star Wars, your NFL is owned and run by Disney. And they're going to turn it into what they turned Star Wars into. An absolute joke. And there you have it, folks. Another year of fake, phony football in the books. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see all you disgruntled sports fans next year